I'm Sandy King Carpenter. I write comics, I make movies, I have fun for a living. I think horror is cyclical. Horror's been around since the very first silent movies were made. You know, Edison made a Frankenstein movie. I think that horror will be with us to stay. We're all afraid of the same things. We're afraid of death. We're afraid of disfigurement. We're afraid of personal attack in somewhere. We're afraid of loss of self. There's conservative horror, which is of the other. We're afraid of something outside ourselves. And there is what would be considered a more liberal interpretation of horror, which is the horror within us. Those things remain no matter how everything else in the world shifts. So we may blame it on technology, it may be Attack of the Robots or aliens from outer space, or it may be what's inside us, it may be the Cronenberg body dysmorphia, or it may be George Romero's Night of the Living Dead, which is actually a societal dysfunction, or it may be John Carpenter's Who Are You Really and Who Am I? Horror will remain with us. I can't imagine not continuing to create. I can't imagine not being inspired by the everyday world around me. Intellectual curiosity is the fire that burns for creativity. I've worked since I was 14. I work every day until about 10 o'clock at night. I produce television shows and movies, and I write and publish and edit John Carpenter's Asylum, an ongoing bi-monthly comic book. And I do a yearly anthology of horror called John Carpenter's Halloween Nights. And we're about to start a sci-fi series called Vortex. The biggest thing I do is I have a discipline that I write every day, even when I don't feel like it, even when I have no ideas. The blank paper is the most intimidating thing to face at any given time, just like the blank canvas if you're a painter. And the thing to do is to do something, write something. I have a writing partner in films that says, okay, here's the bad version. Get something out of yourself. And it doesn't matter if it's any good. The fear of failure is gigantic. Don't be afraid to fail. When you succeed, you never know exactly why. It can be due to any one of a number of factors. When you fail, you have an 8x10 glossy of exactly what went wrong. Never be afraid of failure. You'll learn a lot more from it. I think it's really important to be true to yourself, both from a standpoint of right and wrong, personal ethics. There's kind of an interesting thing in John Carpenter's characters. People consider them anti-heroes. People consider them rough and tough, but what they really are is somebody with personal ethics. And they march to their own drummer because society isn't always doing the right thing. I think that when you know the right thing, or you know what's right for you, you know the right choices to make, and you know when the right thing's being done to you. So whether it's to stay in the right position, the right place, or with the right people, you know the choice to make inside you. The loss will never be as big as the gain you make by making the right choices for yourself. I would recommend for young people today, first of all, to be a writer, be a reader. Read everything you can get your hands on. But the biggest thing is to daydream. Sit under trees, watch people, go out into the world. If you don't experience the world, you can't create worlds. Don't copy somebody else. Don't be the new John Carpenter, be the new you. Don't be the new Sandy King. Innovate something new. Dream up something that hasn't been done. And that's how to move forward.